everyone, welcome to our YouTube channel BSS Setu. I hope you all are good and safe. Today, I'll be discussing an interesting topic of class 11 standard commerce from the business studies textbook NCERT, and the topic is international business, and I'm Akansha Verma. So, before proceeding with the topic, let's look at the following example. I guess you all are a fan of chocolates, right? Let's look at the example of your favorite chocolate, that is the Cadbury Dairy Milk. Do you know that your favorite dairy milk is not made in India? Yes, it's actually a British brand which is introduced first in the United Kingdom. But have you ever wondered that if Cadbury is a British brand, then how it has landed in India and became very famous here? It's because there is a tied up between the two countries, UK and India, and because of this bond, the products of UK are sold here in India. And this type of concept is known as the international business. Yes, today we are going to talk about the international business. So, let's proceed on to know what actually is the international business. International business refers to the buying and selling of goods or services beyond the geographical limits of a country. It is also called trade between the two countries. And international trade is of three types: export, import, and entrepot. Export actually refers to selling of goods or services to the foreign countries. Import refers to buying goods or services from the foreign countries. And entrepot refers to import of goods not for consumption in home country but for exporting them to another country. Now, let's proceed on to know about the nature of the external trade or the international business. So, the international business or the foreign trade involves two countries, and its main features are: the first point is the involvement of the two countries. So basically, in the international businesses, I repeat, minimum two countries are involved. Buying and selling across the borders of the country can also be termed as an external trade. Trading between two far-off cities of the same country cannot be termed as international business. The second point is the payment in the foreign currency. Each currency has its own currency. Payment for imported goods is made in foreign currency, and payment for export is also received in the foreign currency. Now, let's proceed on to know about what can be the problems that we face while trading in the international business. The first point is the legal procedure. So, the import or export of goods involves a lengthy and a complicated procedure. Prior permission of the government has to be obtained before exporting or importing goods or services. One has to fill many documents, get custom clearance, conversion of rupee into foreign currency, booking of ship, etc. All these are time-consuming activities. That's why it is one of the disadvantages in international businesses that it's a legal procedure. The second point is restriction. Of course, the international business is not as free as the internal trade. In case of several items, export or import license has to be obtained. Many restrictions are imposed by the government on import or export of the certain items. The third point is the high risk. The risk involved in the international business is much higher than in internal trade. Due to the long distances, there is a risk of damage of goods in the transit. There is also the risk of fluctuation in currency conversion rate. The fourth is the different language. Different languages are spoken and written at different countries. Traders must appoint someone who can read and understand the foreign language to read the price list, terms, and the conditions of trade, etc. So these are the following problems one deal while trading in the international business. Now let's talk about what can be the reason people opt for the international business? So the main reason for the international business are: the first point, the countries cannot produce equally well or cheaply all that they need. Second, of course, there is an unequal distribution of natural resources among the different countries. The third point is the availability of different factors of productions such as land, labor, capital, and raw material differ among the different nations. The fourth point is difference in the labor, productivity, and production cost due to the socioeconomic, geographical, and the political reasons. The fifth point is there is not even a single country which is in a better position to produce better quality products at lower cost. So, I hope you all have understood about the concept of international business. In the next class, we will be focusing on the difference between the international business and the domestic business and how one can enter into the international business with a brief procedure. Till then, stay tuned.